What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So one of my audience members asked me to go ahead and break down potential costs of playing Gotham Knights in order for them to be able to see if they can get their hands on, say, next gen or what we call current gen console, and see how they can probably leverage a cheap one in order for them to break in and start playing the game. Now, the really good things about all of this is, even though the PlayStation 5 may be a little bit out there for, for a lot of people in terms of maybe finding one, you can still get yourself an Xbox Series S. Or if you actually did not want to get yourself an Xbox and you're one of those sworn to die on the PlayStation folk, you can also explore other options. I'm going to go ahead and give my take on this and give my suggestions. This is the stuff I like doing because y'all know resources are quite limited for a lot of people. So finding a way to make good decisions by providing options is a way to go. So for you who asked this question, I was going to go ahead and just show you the Series S right now. GameStop, if you're in the US, is actually offering what I think is one of the better prices on these consoles. You can get yourself one for $250 after taxes. It's going to be, depending on what state you live in, we're looking at, say, somewhere around $270 if you go ahead and do it. So that is actually your true cost. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, look at this thing for $249. They'll charge you tax. So you need to kind of know that. There are also units on eBay. If you really want to go into the dark end and kind of take a little bit of a risk, you're probably also going to be spending less than $270 if you went on eBay, because after taxes, you're looking at maybe $205, $206. Usually people that are selling these will probably go ahead and sell it for, say free shipping. They'll offer free shipping, or maybe they'll charge you a little bit for shipping. This person is asking $50 for shipping. Well, that person is not getting your money, because you could just go to GameStop and, let's look at this. You can go to GameStop and get the version that they have without any hassles. You can also buy from Microsoft directly. This is them. They're here on eBay. If you don't want to deal with all that, nonsense, you can go on their website. You can buy it. You can pay your tax. $300 and something. It is still less than the PlayStation 5 digital edition. I walked into Walmart and saw that they had a bunch of digital editions there, and they were still asking $499 for them. So that's an outlandish way to go. Now, if the sight of an Xbox, basically makes you want to melt like a vampire, you have also the option of finding gaming laptops that are under, the $600 mark, or even at the $500 mark. It sounds crazy that they're actually good gaming laptops in that price point. The thing is, for a lot of people, the whole talk about PC gaming is filled with misconceptions. Following the trend and following the technology over the years, you'll notice that the technology has become so good, you can buy yourself a really good gaming laptop in the i5 range, or even sometimes in the older i7 range, for a good amount of money. But if you want to get the best deal, you're looking at a gaming laptop that's probably running an Intel Core i5, and one that actually is carrying a very good amount of memory. Maybe nothing crazy. You're going to be gaming on this device anyways. It's not like you're going to be living on it, and you can spend that amount of money, and now you can get more versatility. Now you have a PS4 to enjoy, say, maybe God of War, Ragnarok, or maybe any other games that are coming out like Street Fighter 6, and then you now have access to PC. This is where we get a bunch of free games on the Epic Games Store, and then you can come in and leverage all of that, because there are a whole bunch of different aspects to this. So you can go ahead and look at prices and decide how you want to spend. So you're looking at a $200 and something difference to buy a machine that is actually going to provide you much more width than a PlayStation 5 in terms of the amount of games you can play. Now, you may not be able to get a laptop that plays, maybe according to all of the capabilities of a PS5, but you will get something that comes pretty close. If you want to beat a PS5, then you might want to go into, say, something that has an i7 and, something that's carrying maybe a 30 series graphics card, and you're going to have to deal with a lot of heat and a little bit of noise. These are the options that are available for you if you want to dabble into this aspect of playing Gotham Knights on the next gen. Now, I had this conversation here, on the channel where we talked about Gotham Knights and, if it's a next-gen game or if it's not a next-gen game. And I explained and actually debunked all those claims that people were making, saying, oh, Gotham Knights is coming out on the next-gen console because they want to make more money and all that stuff. And you should see the responses that I'm getting. Some people are saying when the game comes out in a broken state, you're going to go ahead and try to defend the game as the reason why. Ladies and gentlemen, don't buy Gotham Knights if you think the game is going to come out buggy or messy. Keep your money in your pocket and make sure that you are certain as to if you want to play this game at all. People that continue to trash this game, I don't know what it is. I think it's from a place of just being insecure, or maybe you just, are in a position where you never got an Arkham game, and so this game can never appeal to you. And that's fine, but you should be on Rocksteady's Twitter page or on their website asking them for an Arkham game. They are the ones that made the Arkham series. They are literally the owners. In a sense, they're, let me just call the stewards of the Arkham games. Once they got the green light, they could make those games. These guys over here are wanting to make their own little Gotham Knights game. And trust me, as an Arkham fan, this game has not been the easiest game to swallow the pill for. It's one of those games where I just look at it and say, man, I hope this game actually does meet expectations, because I'm just here for the ride. I'm here for the show, man. I mean, if, I think somebody was thinking, maybe this whole conversation about me being dependent on, this game. Folks, I have another YouTube channel where I cover another video game that if I were to take the time to actually make content for it, I think I'll probably maybe have similar amounts of views. So that's not the problem. For me, I usually, try my best to be as fair and objective as I possibly can. So I think if those misconceptions are about to arise, I just want them to die immediately. Now, if you're probably wondering, and I wanted to go ahead and basically just do this, I don't want to do a plug for my other channel, but, I think it's probably necessary because, for some reason, it seems like, let me see if I can pull it up here. It seems like a lot of people don't necessarily understand how this YouTube thing works, and possibly just think that, some of us are not, really into this YouTube thing very well. Here's my main YouTube channel here. And it has 35,000 subscribers. I mean, and I even stopped. Like, once I started doing more Gotham Knight stuff, I stopped what I was doing. And there are people here, there are, community members here that even came from, that actually moved to the Video Game Fight School channel as well. That would be like, hey, man, come back to making your other content with Elden Ring and all the above. So, folks, views is not the problem. If, that's something that's coming up, or being, somebody said I'm being biased. I'm like, yo, you are far from the mark in that, aspect. I'm trying my best to provide value and give people information. That's all I'm doing. And I want to do it in the very best way that I can, in the most detailed way that I can. But I don't want anybody to be misconceived, or, maybe be looking and saying there's something sinister here going on. No, that's not how I actually take the approach of doing my YouTube content. I really enjoy the superhero games, and I like the Batman universe. This game happens to be in the Batman universe, so I'm doing my due diligence to give it a look, to make sure that, its community and its audience is well informed. And I want to make sure that the conversations continue to stay on the quality of the game, the quality of the way things are being done, rather than go into these little petty squabbles that don't benefit anything. So thanks so much for watching the video. I really appreciate you guys' time and audience. Hopefully we'll talk pretty soon. Peace out.